Hi guys, how's it going today? I have a lot of manga to show you, and I know I haven't shown you any of these before, so this is all new stuff. I have quite a large stack here, so let's just get into it. Hope you guys enjoy. The first thing I have here is a older teen, 17 plus title, volume 2 of Ladies on Top. This is by Neji Ganameta, and I really enjoyed the first volume. Those are knees, okay? Don't get any ideas. A mature story. It's a steamship title. Volume 2, I've been really excited for this one to come out because I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a lot of fun, and it makes me think that this might go to some really interesting relationship and in the bedroom dynamics. I know we're starting off strong here in this video, but I liked the first one enough, so I'm excited to give this one a try and see what I think of it. It's really cute so far. Next volume I have is volume 2 of No Guns Live. This is by Tasuku Karasuma, and I really liked the first volume. I mainly wanted my husband to read these, but he hasn't gotten around to them yet. He will eventually, and I know that he'll like them just because I know his taste. And I haven't read this particular one, but I did love the first one a lot, and I'm excited to continue. The art's fantastic. If you have not tried this, it's very weird. We're in like a futuristic point where people have modded their bodies. I forget what they call them. Extended. They're called extended, and they body modification, but we're also in like a third world-esque type of situation going on. And I know there's going to be a lot of world building within these, and it's kind of a mystery as to what's going on between these people. I recommend so far. We'll see if I continue to enjoy it. Next up, I went to a used manga shop. I sometimes will find hidden gems in there, and I've always wanted to try this series. I have no idea if it's good or not. It's called B.O.D.Y. Body. Not sure what that means yet, but this is volume 1. This is ugly Shojo beat spines, unfortunately. This was published back in May 2008, so it was a 2008 Shojo, so I'm sure it's fantastic. I paid $5 for this, and I've been wanting to try it, so we're gonna give it a go, see if I like it. I think it's pretty cute, so let's see. Next, I have a Yen Press volume that everyone has been talking about lately, a series that I've been really curious to try. I have no idea really what I'm getting into. Oshinoko by Aka Akasaka and Mingo Yokoyari. I like how thick this volume is. It's pretty thickum, and the art's really cute on the front. It's very poppy, so I think this is about a pop star. I didn't read much about this. I'm trying not to spoil it because I've heard people say that the less you know about it, the better, so I'm excited to go into it. I also heard there's going to be an anime of this, so that's kind of exciting. I hope that I like this so that I can dive into that when that comes out. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a try and see if I like it. Next, I have the first volume of Fire Punch by Tatsuki Fujimoto. And this is one that my husband picked out. He was very curious about it. He knew that we like Chainsaw Man, so he wanted to try this. And I told him I heard that it was pretty rough, graphic, and plot-wise. We'll see. We'll see if we like it. If we do, cool. If not, we'll move on. But I wanted to give it a try. We had a fiasco with this volume when we got it at the bookstore. And even this one's not perfect. You can see that the pages overlap the front cover, which I hate when that happens, but this is the only other one they had. The first one was very heavily damaged, like very badly damaged. Like the pages weren't glued together, they weren't even like attached to the spine at all, so they were like falling out, and he didn't catch it before we paid, and I didn't catch it till we got home, so we had to return it, which was a long drive back to the same store. Got it taken care of, but yeah, we're gonna try it out, see if it's worth anything. I found a couple of reprints at our Barnes & Noble, so I picked them up really quickly. This is 1 and 2 of Kimi ni Todoke. I have never read this. I have no idea what it's about other than that it's a really long, hard to find certain volume series, but I could not just not pick these up and give it a try. At least say that I have read some of the series. I want to like this because of the hype of it, but I also worry about, am I going to be able to find the rest of the volumes? I don't know yet, but the art's really cute, and I love a good romance. It is just for regular teen. Okay, but still, I was very happy to see these in stores, brand new, and I'll give them a try and see if I like them. Here's another Shojo beat that I picked up on the fly. I barely see anyone talking about it, but I wanted to try it. It looked really cute. It's called My Special One. This is by Momoko Koda, and right now I think there's only 1 volume of it out, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to read the back of it because I have not read it yet, honestly. After a mortifying rejection, Sahako Wakeume has sworn off beautiful boys, but a chance meeting puts her in the sights of gorgeous J-pop star Kota Kurigara Gaya Kirigaya in a group like Legend. Sahoko will need all her cynicism to defend herself against Kota's tender-hearted and affectionate attacks to win her heart. Okay, so it's a fantasy romance. A J-pop star falls in love with this random girl. So we'll see how this goes. It sounds cute. The art's really cute, and I am excited to try it. Oh, it's rated older teen. Okay. But when I see a shoujo beat, I'm curious, so I had to try this one. Next up, we have 3 volumes of Kaiju number 8. We get these at Walmart because they're $7 as opposed to $10. So we save a little bit of cash on them if we just wait a couple weeks. And I'm not in a huge hurry to collect these very quickly. So we just usually wait till we find the new volume there, and we're up to date currently, and that's exciting. I'm excited to eventually pick these up. I figured my husband would like them, and I like the first volume, so that's why we're continuing to collect them. Next up, I have the final reprint of the second omnibus of Maid Sama. This is volumes 3 and 4 together. It's kind of got a rough little mess on the spine, but I got mine from Amazon because, yeah, they actually had it, so I ordered it. And this is by Hiro Fujiwara, and I did love the first omnibus. I enjoyed that a lot. I got it used pretty cheaply, so I want to continue if I can. I would rather do all the omnibuses just so they look nice and unified on the shelf. But if I have to, I will find the singles and make it work in the end. But I think these are all getting reprints, so that's exciting. And the art's cute. It's very 2000s. Either way, these are about 15 bucks each. I can sometimes get them for 12 depending on where I get them. I am interested in continuing, so I will continue to pick those up. Next up, I have a couple of used manga that are actually like brand new condition. I'm sure someone bought them and then immediately traded them in. I paid $5 each for these. It is Skip Beat volumes 1 and 2. I'll be honest, I'm not wild about the art style when flipping through these. I like the covers. They're very cute. I like the girl. But when I flip through these, the dudes look really rough. I don't like the way he looks. And I've heard mixed things about the art style, but I've heard people hype this up so much about the story and how it's very shoujo-esque. And so I said, you know what, for $10, I'll try it. And if I hate it, I'll just get rid of these, move on to something else. But if I love it, I found a new series that I'll enjoy that is a classic, and I really love the classic old shoujo beat stuff, so that's why I picked them up. And let me know if the art style gets better later on if you've read this, because I tend to really like when the art style does evolve throughout the series. Next, I picked up PTSD Radio volumes 1 and 2. These are huge chunky books. And I've heard that this has been put on a indefinite hiatus after these two, so that's unfortunate. But when I heard Tony's Manga and the Omnibus Collector talk about these, I had to pick them up. They both talked very highly of them when they were reviewing or hauling them. And the whole story about the reason for the hiatus is pretty interesting to me, so that's kind of why I picked it up, was because I had to know what the whole deal was. And the story on the back does sound like right up my alley, so I am excited to own these. And they look to be pretty full of content, so I think that I'll have a good time. I love a good horror and a good suspense mystery kind of story. And yeah, we'll see what I think of these. Next up, we have some more degenerate stuff. Don't judge us, but we already have volumes 1 through 4 of Booty Royale. So now we have 5 and 6, 7 and 8, still plastic wrapped, and 9 and 10. Now these are not good, okay? Don't read them. Don't buy them. Honestly, I just thought it was crazy. We picked it up, read it. I almost regret it completely. But I gotta know how this ends. It's something else, y'all. Like, I honestly cannot recommend this at all. It is kind of disgusting in some parts. Some of it's really cool to read. Other parts of it, I'm utterly disgusted that some human being could come up with this. But I gotta know what happens, so we're gonna read it. Next, I have volume 2 of Crossplay Love Otaku X Punk by Toru. This was really cute. Love the first one. Haven't read the second one yet, but I really enjoyed it, so I will continue this. They're pretty thin, kind of an expensive volume. $14 for this. Like less than an inch thick, I think, but it's a good story, so I'm gonna keep reading. Next, I have volumes 9 and 10 of Mao. This is by Rumiko Takahashi. And I have been reading this one. I'm almost finished with it, and then I will wait a little while before I read this one. I like to take a little break between them. But these are about a girl who travels through time, just similar to a lot of other Takahashi's works. And they go to the Taisho era, I think is where this one is. And they meet Mao, who helps him solve mysteries. Like, this is a big mystery story in the fantasy world. Right now, in this volume, we're trying to figure out something with a earth demon or an earth spirit that has cursed someone. So it's pretty interesting. I'm enjoying them a lot. So I will continue to be up to date on these. Next up, I have volume 5 of The 100 Girlfriends Who Really, 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 Really Love You. Yeah, this is weird. This is a guy who is absolutely perfect. And I saw the Omnibus Collector flip to a page and posted it on Twitter the other day. Look at this. This is all text. I have not read it, but I saw him post this on Twitter. And I'm gonna have to read it because I need to know what he says, but I've also been told it's not worth it. It's normally a regular manga, and the story just happens to be kind of convoluted. It's about this guy who has not had any luck in love, and this god, I don't remember, tells him, I messed up, you're supposed to be very popular and have a lot of girls. And so now he gives him 100 soulmates, and he has to find them all, and if they don't love each other equally and be together or whatever, the girl will die miserably and painfully and all that. But that hasn't happened. I'm not sure if it will. I feel like that's not what this is going for, but he's got a lot of girlfriends right now, and they just keep adding up. Every volume he gets at least 1, if not 2 girlfriends, and he's got every kind of woman that you can think of, every stereotype, and some are better than others. Some are a little sus, but I like it. It's fun. It's weird. I'm gonna continue reading it, and every back cover is suggestive like this. It has him with 2 new women. So yeah. Next I have volume 2 of In the Clear Moonlit Dusk by Mika Yamamori. So far I'm enjoying this a lot more than Daytime Shooting Star or anything else I've read by this author. I did not care for that at all for some reason. Just didn't click with me. The art's cute, that's not the problem. But this one, the art feels more a sign of affection for me, so it's a lot easier for me to digest the artwork, along with I like the big print size, and the story just feels better to me. It's about this girl who has always been very masculine and very handsome and tall, and just everyone sees her as a prince, and then this guy who's kind of been misunderstood, and he kind of notices her and thinks she's pretty, and she's like, oh my god, I've never had guys pay attention to me because I'm too masculine. So it's gonna be cute, I think. I think this has a lot of potential. I like the first one, so we're gonna continue reading it, and the covers are always very pretty, and these pastel-y dark pastels are really pretty to look at, and I think they'll look nice on the shelf. Only a few more left, y'all. We're doing good. Next I have the much anticipated for me volume 2 of I'm a Wolf I'm a Wolf but My Boss is a Sheep. This is a lot of fun, and I don't think this is furry adjacent, but I mean, if you really like that kind of thing, I guess it could be. But for me, this is just a cute story, and there is a little bit to do with them being animals within this, but it's mostly just a romance between 2 people who supposedly aren't supposed to be together because of species reasons. It's just really cute. Like, he's super sensitive to her and the things that might seem offensive to herbivores. I think you could interpret this dynamic a lot of different ways, and I think that could be really fun to look into and interesting to see happen within this. But so far it's really cute. I can't wait to finish reading this one. Next I have volume 3 of Komi Can't Communicate. This is by Tomohito Oda, and I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a pickup when I feel like it, or I need something else to fill my basket kind of purchase. I'm not like running to the store to pick up the next volume for this one, but I do really like it. The 4 comma doesn't bother me like I thought it would, because I feel like it breaks that on some pages, and I think that if it were only the 4 comma it might not be for me, but the fact that it does deviate from that a lot helps me digest it easier. The covers are all gorgeous though. I really like the way that they go for Komi being the center of it, but it's super cute and I'm enjoying it so far. Very weird group of people in this story. Next up I have another one that my husband just picked up randomly and decided to try. I have heard of this author and wanted to try some of their works, and it's Die Dark volume 1. I'm not a huge fan of the paper quality in this. It's super thick, kind of very similar to the Ajin. If you have those volumes, it feels like that. It's very heavy. It's very thick paper, not much like the newsprint ones. It's more of like regular book paper. It's a heavy volume and they run for $14. So I guess if I'm paying $14 and it's better quality paper, I'm not as mad at it. But this author creator has fantastic artwork and I have never read any of their work. So I'm really excited to dive into my first ever story by them. I'm pretty sure they also did Dorohedoro. If I like this one, I might try that one as well. So we will see. I'm curious about it at least. Next, I also got number 5, but I don't know why it's not over here. 5 and 6 of Kubo Won't Let Me Be Invisible. This is a Shonen Jump title by Viz. It's cute. It's a good, I think, transition for a guy if you want to read Shojo. This feels like a shoujo to me, just from a male's perspective. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But it's soft enough and mostly from the girl's perspective. I think you get a lot from the guy's perspective, but there is also some sisterly love and family plot lines within this that aren't just guy likes girl, guy gets girl kind of thing. They haven't gotten together or anything yet at this point. I don't know how long this series is supposed to be. But I think that it's a really good story, and it's very soft and very nice to read. And it's one of those that if I just want to feel good and be happy, I'll pick this one up and have a cup of coffee. It's a great Sunday morning read or Saturday morning read. I love picking this up and reading it while drinking my coffee. I just love picking this one up. It's a lot of fun to read and very relaxing, so I highly recommend if you're curious. And the last one I have for this stack is Dun 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 Volume 2. The first one was A Wild Ride, and these covers are spectacular. I don't know if you've seen this one, but here on the camera does not do it justice. They're absolutely beautiful. Neon colors. The exploration in changing of colors in this, it's a lot of fun. And the first one was really wild. The art style is great, and people are really enjoying it. So I recommend giving it a shot because it's very unique. It's not anything I've ever read before, and I liked it. So yeah, we're gonna continue this one. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I probably had more that I totally forgot to show you in this, and I hope that you'll forgive me for that, but I'll have more to haul later. Oh yeah, I forgot! I totally forgot to show you all this. Sorry, I'm excited. I ordered my first box set, and I've never ordered a box set. I normally don't do that because I think I can get them cheaper. But this time it was on sale. I got them for less than $5 a piece if you break it down per volume. So I bought it and I'm excited to show you. I've never finished the series. I've only read to volume 6. So I finally got the Ouran High School Host Club box set with a little notepad. It looks great. I'm very happy with it. I haven't started reading yet, but I will continue to where I stopped. I stopped here, so I will read onward and finally finish the story the way that it was meant to be finished, because I've only ever seen the anime. I do, however, know how it ends because the internet and everyone in the world has spoiled it, but I'm excited to see how we get to that point. That's the end of my haul, and maybe in the future I'll buy another box set just to see if it's something I might continue to do. I'm not crazy about having the box set. That's not really the point. It's more of a, do I get a better deal this way? Or would I just do better buying them individually over time? So that's the reason I got that one. Got it for a really good deal. I was really happy about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you have a fantastic day and go read your manga and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye guys.